Hello, in our next tutorial we will show you how to create a post on your website. Upon logging in and being greeted with the dashboard, we will highlight the posts and we will select Add New. This will take us to a page where we are able to create a new post. As you can see, the page is loaded, and firstly we are asked to add a title. For this tutorial, I've already gone and Googled a basic blog regarding modeling tips and advice, and I will insert that title here. Next, I will select this again and I will copy it. I will then move my mouse cursor to the top right, and then we will see that the button for the Rank Math is currently showing 4 out of 100. Rank Math is our SEO platform that we are using. SEO, or search engine optimization, is what Google will use to index this post within its search results. So this is very important to get right. Once we select the block, a new window will appear. For the time being, we will insert the title of the post and hit enter. As you can see, we have entered one keyword and our score has already jumped from 7 to 43 out of 100. I will now continue and insert some text regarding this post. As I have mentioned before, I've already gone and found a post online, and I will be using that for this tutorial. We will simply select the block, right click, and we will paste in all our information. As you can see, we can select one area, and we can tell that it is different blocks for each section. Once we have read through and we are happy with all the information, we can add an image. To do this, we will simply move to the bar above where we wish to insert the image and hit enter. As you can see, that has created a new block for us, and we can change this block by simply selecting the add button, and then we can search for an image. We will then set the image, and you will see that the block has changed. Next, we can choose to upload a new image, add an image from our media library, or insert an image from a URL. I will select Media Library, as we have already uploaded the image for the featured image. Once I have selected the image, I will move to the bottom right and select the Select button. As you can see, it has now inserted the image. Scrolling down, we can run through and ensure that all the text is correct. Once we are happy, again we will move to the right hand side. Going back to our settings section and to the block section, we can change the status of the post, changing its visibility and its publish date. By clicking immediately, we can change to backdate the post to the first of the month, or we can schedule it for a future date. Moving on, we will come to our permalink, which we can ignore for the time being. Next, we come to our categories. As you can see, we currently have categories modeling tips and a subcategory of modeling tips and advice. For this tutorial, we will simply select modeling tips and we will scroll down. Next, we have reached our tags section. This is also very important, as this is also what Google will use to index your post within its search results. So here, we will insert the title of the post. We will copy this and we will paste it and hit enter. Next, we can enter the name of the company, and we can add it. We can continue to add more tags that are relevant to this post. Once we're happy with all our tags, we will move on to our featured image. Here we will say select featured image, and by default we are taken to our media library. Here we can choose an image that has already been uploaded, or we can upload a new image from our computer. For the time being, we will select an image already uploaded, and we will select Set Featured Image. Next, we will scroll down, and our X script and discussion you can ignore for now. Our post attributes you can also leave. Next, we will scroll up to the top of the page, and we will attend to our Rank Math. From earlier, we have inserted our focus keyword, and we can see that it is currently orange with a score of 52%. Scrolling down, we can see that there are certain errors regarding this keyword. Firstly, underneath our basic SEO, it tells us that the focus keyword is not found in our SEO meta description. To fix this, we will copy the title of the post, which is the keyword we are working with, and we will simply select Edit Snippet, and as you can see at the very bottom we have our description. Here we will insert that keyword and we will add to it, keeping in mind that we will use text from this section as other keywords. Once we have entered, you can see that the description actually has a counter for us. We are currently sitting at 136 characters out of 160, and we are scoring decent. Next we will close that, and we will see that the score, my apologies, that the second error has been changed from red to green. We will continue to scroll down and fix all the errors. As you can see, it tells us the focus keyword is not in the URL, which we will fix at another stage. We can also see that it tells us the focus keyword doesn't appear in the beginning of our content. That is because we have not refreshed the page and it is not picked up that we have added this. Next, our content is 480 words long. Consider using at least 600 words. This is simple. We will just need to add more text to our post. We can do this just for the tutorial purposes. I will copy this section and I will duplicate it. As you can see, the content has gone up. I will duplicate it once more to reach the desired 600. As you can see, our content is now 676 words long and it has changed from red to orange. Our score has also started going up and is now at 56. Moving on from our basic SEO, we have come to our additional. Again, we can expand the window and we can see all the areas. Here it tells us that the focus keyword is not found in subheadings. It tells us that we do not have an alt image with our focus keyword as an alt text. To fix this, we will simply scroll up to where we have inserted our image. We will select the image and we will edit it. My apologies. For the time being, we will replace this image. We will select Open Media Library. We will reselect the image, and in doing so, on the right hand side, we have an option to add alt text. For here, we will insert the name of the type of the post. My apologies. Let me do that again. We will replace the image. We will choose our media library. We have our image selected. And for our alt text, we will insert the title of the post, which I'm just copying off screen in one moment. Once we have added the alt text, we will select, and we will allow the image to update. Again, we will move to the right, and we'll see that it has not updated, since we have not updated the page. Next, we will scroll down. As you can see, the keyword density is 0%, which means we have not included this title in the text of the post. To fix this, we will simply add it in. I will move to the end of this column or block and hit enter. Next, I will paste the title and I will add to it. As you can see, I've increased it. And on the right hand side, it should update once we update the page. As you can see in here, link to external resources is an error. We can fix this by linking this post to the original poster. For example, I've grabbed this off of medium.com. So what we can do is at the very bottom of the post, in the last block, we can insert a credit. We will then highlight this and we will simply select the add link. Next, we will paste the URL of where we got this post and we will simply select Apply. Now we have added one backlink or outbound link that takes users to another website. As you can see, it has changed from red to green, indicating that we have added an external resource. Moving on, we can see that we have only found one outbound link to your content, and all of them are no follow. This we will ignore for now. Scrolling on, we will see we couldn't find any internal links to our content. To fix this, we can simply add another block as we did previously, and we can say read more about our model news here, and here we can link to our post page. We will then select Apply, and we can see that we have inserted an internal link. This is telling us that we have inserted it and has changed from red to green. Again, we will scroll down to our title readability, and as you can see, our SEO title doesn't contain a number. Scrolling back to the top, we will go to our edit snippet, and our title, we will have to insert a number here. To do this, we will say the number 1 modeling agency, modeling management, apologies. We will then select close, and scrolling down we can see that the content readability has increased. We can scroll back to the top, and we will insert the next keyword. As you can see, this keyword is red, indicating it has more errors than the modeling tips and advice. If we select the tips and tricks, we will see that everything below has changed once again, as we are now working with this keyword. We will improve the score by going through all of these errors and fixing them as I did previously. Once we are happy with all of this, we will continue to add more keywords. Please note that we have a limit of 5 keywords for Rank Math. As you can see, we can continue to add more keywords. Once we're happy with all our keywords and have inserted 5, we will go back to our settings and we will select our block. We will scroll through the post one more time to ensure everything is correct. We have our title, we have our image, we have our content, we have set our date, we have included our categories, we have set our tags, we have included a featured image, and we have sorted out our Rank Math SEO. Once we are happy with all of this, we will simply select Publish. And that is how you would create a new post on your website.